a long march, and 20 years in store, when I left my girl in Clusium beside the threshing floor. The girls of Spain were honey sweet, and the golden girls of gold, and the Christian babes were soft as birds, so hold the heart in thrall. But the girl I kissed at Clusium, kissed and left at Clusium, the girl I kissed at Clusium.
Sometime about the year 117 AD, the 9th Legion, the Hispana, which was stationed at Eboracum, where York now stands, marched north to deal with a rising among the Caledonian tribes, and was never heard of again.
Marcus Flavius Aquila, perilous prior centurion of the 4th Gaulish Auxiliaries, the 2nd Legion, come to relieve this garrison.
Quintus Hadrian, commander of the garrison. Enter.
Open up! Forward!
Gaulish, a pretty raw-boned looking lot. Newly joined up, I should think. No battle honors in the standard. Can't expect much here. Wish them luck.
You brought clear skies with you, but by Hercules, don't expect it to last.
Well, is there?
It rains always here in the west. By the time you served your year here, you'll have toadstools sprouting out of your ears, and not from the damp alone.
From what else, then?
Oh, lack of company, for one thing. I'm a sociable man myself. I like my friends around me. Ah, well, I'm on leave tomorrow. Long leave, lovely leave, among the flesh pots of Durinum. My father retired and settled there a few years ago.
Oh, yes.
I suppose, coming from home, you'll have no one here to go to when your leave falls due.
I have an uncle in Caleva, though I haven't met him yet. Certainly no one at home I'd want to spend my leave with.
Father and mother both dead?
Yes. My father went with the 9th Legion.
The 9th? You mean when the Hispana...
Disappeared, yes. 12 years ago.
Oh, so. That's bad. A deal of ugly stories, though, still are for that matter. And, of course, they did lose the eagle.
Since not a man of the Legion came back, it is scarcely a matter for wonder that neither did the eagle.
Surely not. I wasn't blowing on your father's honor. Keep your feathers on, Marcus.
Yes, you're right. The 9th Hispana did have a bad name. I can remember my mother saying, just after my father had been appointed to command the 1st cohort, if only it had been any other legion.
The 1st cohort, then? He was virtually second in command of the Legion itself.
Yes, and therefore charged with protecting the eagle. We had a farm in Etruria near Clusium. I lived there quietly with my mother while my father soldiered in Judea and Egypt. Then he came to Britain. We were about to join him when rebellion broke out in one of the northern tribes. He marched north to deal with it and never came marching back again. Mother died soon after that.
See, this is what brings you to Britain.
Partly. If ever anything becomes known of the Lost Legion, it will be known here first. May even be that I shall find out something myself. I asked to be sent here.
Even though it meant starting with an auxiliary instead of a line of battle cohort.
Don't be deceived by the lack of battle honors on our standard. They're a command to be proud of. We'll have our gilded laurel wreath and victor's crown yet. Tell me, what does one do here apart from growing toadstools? Is there good hunting?
Oh, good enough. So one thing to be said for this particular corner of the empire. The boar, wolf, the forest swarms with deer. There's several hunters in the town below who'll take you out for the price of a day's work. Unwise to go alone, of course.
Of course. Second watch.
Best prepare for inspection.
Have you any particular advice for me? I'm new to this country.
Oh, yes, I have. If no one has warned you already, it's about the native priest kind, the wandering druids. And if one of them appears in the district, you get the least idea there's one about, double your guard. Good advice, that is.
But surely the druids were dealt with once and for all 60 years ago.
As an organized priesthood may be, but you might as well hold off these heathen mists with a palm leaf umbrella as end the druids by destroying their stronghold.
They spring up still.
Yes, from time to time. And whenever they do, there is likely to be trouble. They preach holy war, ever the most deadly kind. The frontier tribes here aren't like those on the south coast, who were half Romanized before we ever landed. They're a wild lot, superbly brave. Even they have come to realize that we are not the fiends of darkness. And they know that if they attack the local garrison, it'll only mean a punitive expedition, their homes and crops burned, and a stronger garrison with a heavier hand thereafter. But let one of these priests lay a hold of them. All that goes whistling down the wind. They cease to think at all. They are keeping faith with their gods by smoking out a nest of unbelievers. And what happens after that is no concern of theirs, for they're going west of the sunset by the Warrior's Road. And when you get men in that state, there is apt to be trouble. I was born here, you know. That's how I come to have some understanding of these matters.
You've had no holy man around here, I suppose.
No. But my predecessor did have a certain amount of trouble just before I took over. But the troublemaker slipped through his fingers, disappeared. Oh, for a month or two, we lived on Vesuvius. All the more so as the harvest was bad for the second year running. But the volcano never erupted.
A bad harvest.
That's the worst time. Ah, well. Girls, Hadrian will be with you soon. And then Marcus Flavius Aquila. After tonight, it'll be for you alone to follow the duty centurion's torch from guard post to guard post, seeing that all is well with the frontier of the empire.
How went the patrol, Drusillus?
As always, sir. Quietly.
You find it all very tedious?
No, sir, I'm used to it. Life in a Roman garrison tends to be the same, whether you're in a mud fort on the Upper Nile or the stone-built quarters of the Praetorian Guard. Or out here on the edge of nowhere. Parades, fatigues, patrols out and in, stables, arms drills. No one, and you know them all.
You're jaded, Drusillus. Been with the legions too long.
Yes, sir, I haven't been with them long enough.
What did you say?
My apologies, sir. No offense was intended.
I believe you. Please sit. You were promoted from the ranks, were you not?
Yes, sir.
Useful, that. And to be the veteran of many campaigns. Everyone here seems to be more experienced than I am, and they make sure that I know it.
Their resentment will soon pass.
It had better. In the meantime, I would like Centurion Galba to understand that no matter what the custom is in other cohorts, the centurions of the 4th Gaulish will not accept bribes for letting their men off fatigues. Not while I'm in command.
You would wish me to underline the point, sir?
As second in command, that would be proper.
Sir.
Oh, and while we're at it, I note that someone has dagger-scratched a drawing on the bathhouse wall.
Oh, the leaping wildcat. Yes, rather well done, I think.
The one I refer to is rather less gifted, and bears a resemblance to Centurion Paulus, who is overfond of using his vine staff on his men's backs.
I'll speak to him about it. Thank you, sir. And how went the day with you?
I've spent most of it administering Roman justice. One of the men claimed that a tribesman had sold him a worthless dog. The tribesman came complaining that the garrison had been stealing his poultry. Then I had to sort out a quarrel between the Gauls and the Dacians over some obscure tribal god I'd never even heard of before.
Hardly fit work for a soldier. But I fear we may soon have some that will be.
How so?
There's a rumor that a wandering druid has been seen in the district.
Who has seen him?
I've tried to find out, but I can get no answer. Not from the tribesmen, not even from those who hold official positions from Rome. If their first loyalty is to Rome, they know nothing. If it's to the tribe, they tell nothing.
I go hunting with a Briton, Craddock by name. He's a horse trader. He may know something.
My man is out in the stable with his chariot team. If the commander looks, he will find him.
Thank you, Guinamara. I will. How goes the harvest this year?
As last year,
And that was bad.
as was the year before that. Corn lies thin and shriveled in the ear.
Rome is not to be blamed for that. We don't mean much to you, do we?
The tribe finds your forum and basilica useful to hold their markets in.
More than that, surely some have laid aside their hunting spears to become Roman officials.
Some. Our craftsmen work hard to please your garrison. We sell you skins, vegetables, and fighting cocks. And our children scramble after you for money.
But still, we are a new slip grafted onto an old stock, and the graft hasn't taken. Guinamara, I've heard tales of a druid being in the district.
I will take you to Craddock.
I didn't know you for a charioteer, Craddock. I suppose I might have guessed the British are all charioteers.
Commander is mistaken. The British can all drive after a fashion, but not everyone is a charioteer.
You, I take it, are.
I'm accounted the best of my tribe.
Before I left Rome, I was in a fair way to becoming one myself, in your sense of the word. I drove Arabs. Yours are smaller, under 14 hands, I'd say, a little more heavily built. But for all that, without match. Craddock, will you let me try your team?
They're not for sale.
If they were, I couldn't afford to buy them. I asked if I might try them.
How good is the commander as a charioteer?
I am accounted the best of my legion.
I doubt if you could handle these jewels of mine.
Will you take a wager on it?
A wager?
And I will handle your team to your satisfaction over ground of your choosing. This fibula against one of your hunting spears. Or if that doesn't suit you, name your own stakes.
I will take your wager.
On, brave hearts, on, bold and beautiful, thy mares shall be proud of thee. The tribe shall sing thy praises to their children's children. On, my brothers.
commander begins to be a charioteer.
I've never driven a team to better these. Do I win my spear?
Choose one for yourself before you return to the fort. These are the jewels of my heart. They're descended out of the royal stables of the Iceni. And there are few who could handle them better than the commander. Choose.
Yes. This one. It shall be this one, for when I hunt boar with your husband this winter.
Good spear.
That one is to the rest of the sheaf what a king is to his bodyguard. It is a war spear, is it not?
It was my father's spear. He had it in his hands when he died. Up yonder under our old ramparts where the fortress walls stand now. See? See, the mark is still upon it.
His own blood?
And the blood of his enemy.
When you get men in that state, there is apt to be trouble. They cease to think at all. They are fighting a holy war.
It all seemed very peaceful, Drusillus. Coming back to the fort, I saw children playing, cook smoke rising from the thatch. Here and there, someone called out an evening greeting to me. But I had an uneasy feeling that underneath the peace, something is stirring. That old war spear. Its collar had been lately renewed.
I wouldn't worry over much, sir. In all probability, that old war spear has been refurbished many times. Kept right by a son in memory of his father.
I can't help wondering in how many of those homesteads down there an old war spear has been put into fighting trim.
All this because of a few feathers?
A feather might show which way the wind blows.
You know, so sitting on a frontier, you can start to imagine things just to relieve the boredom.
I wish I could be sure that's all it is. But when Craddock complimented me on the handling of his team, there was a strange note of regret in his voice. And when I spoke to his wife about next winter's hunting, she replied with her eyes as though there would be none.
I'll double the guard. Sir, sir.
What is it?
The sentry on the south rampart reports sounds of movement between us and the town, sir.
You've been up yourself?
I have, sir. There's nothing to be seen, but there is something stirring down there for all that.
Nothing to be seen. Not even a star on a night like this.
You hear anything, sir?
Only the whisper of blood in my ears. I heard something then.
An owl. Hunting.
No, before that. At least I think I did. Drusillus, look. There's movement down there.
Someone will be spending a busy day looking for his strayed cattle.
All the same, a breakout of cattle could make good cover for something else.
You're still thinking of new feathers on an old spear.
This is my first command. If I'm being a fool, that must excuse me.
I'll turn out the cohort to action stations.
As quietly as may be.
Answer. Any further sign of movement?
No.
Am I being every kind of a fool? Am I going to be laughed at so long as my name is remembered in the Legion as the man who doubled the guard because of a bunch of feathers and then turned out his cohort to repel a herd of milk cows? I think I must have gone mad. I shall never live this down.
Better to be a laughingstock than lose the fall for fear of being one. Doesn't pay to take chances on the frontier. And there is a new moon.
Silas, give the orders.
That second attack's cost us dear, sir.
I know, Surgeon. How dear?
We've lost upwards of 80 men killed and wounded.
Sir, they fired the Dexter Gate, but the damage isn't too bad.
How long can we hold out?
Several days, with luck.
Reinforcements could get to us in 3. Maybe 2 from Durin. But there's been no reply to our signal.
Little wonder in that, sir. To destroy the nearest signal station is an obvious precaution. And no cresset could carry the double distance in this murk.
Mithras grant that it clears long enough to give the smoke column a chance to rise. Drusillus, I'm worried about the patrol we have out. They're due back before noon.
If the tribesmen haven't dealt with them already, in which case they're beyond our help, or need of it.
I think it's more likely that they'll leave them to walk into a trap and cut them to pieces beneath our walls. I've ordered a watch to be kept for them, and they might see the cresset burning and be warned that there's something wrong.
They'll never see a smoke column through this.
Then if they win back, we shall, of course, make a sortie and bring them in.
Yes, sir. I've issued bread and raisins. You should have breakfast yourself.
Too much to do.
Be ready to start your smother the moment the sky clears.
Great God Mithras, slayer of the bull, lord of the ages, hear the prayer of thy son who bears thy mark. Let the mists part and thy glory shine through. Draw back the mists and grant us clear air for a space that we go not down into darkness. O God of the legions, hear the cry of thy sons. Send down thy light upon us, even upon us, thy sons of the 4th Gaulish cohort of the 2nd Legion.
Well done, lads. We'll have breakfast before they come on again.
Sir, I was on my way to tell you when the attack started. I think our signal's been answered.
From where?
A day's march to the east.
Then in 2 days, 3 at the most, relief will be here.
Sir, the tribesmen have broken cover.
Patrol. They're being sighted.
Drusillus? Sir. I must have a half-century of the reserves. A trumpeter with them, and every available man on the gate in case they try a rush when we open it.
Better let me take them, sir.
No, but you can lend me your shield. Stand by to form a testudo! You can leave room for me. This tortoise isn't going into action with his head stuck out. Open up!
Your orders have been carried out, sir. The village has been burned and the standing crops destroyed. Plough salt into the fields.
Paulus, you look as if you hadn't been to bed for a month.
Not quite as long as that.
How long?
A few days.
Seems like years. The relief force got through.
Yes, yes. 400 men, the best part of a cohort of the Legion. From Durinum.
I must see Centurion Drusillus and the relief force commander.
Maybe pleasantly. If you lie still.
Not presently, Aulus. Now it's an order. I'm still in command of this.
Oh, my leg! What's happened to my leg?
Now you've made it worse. That's because you didn't lie still as I bade you. Best drink this. It'll do you good.
Sir, Centurion Aquila has regained consciousness and requests to see you.
He shall, in time. How badly wounded is your commander?
His leg is severely injured, but let him be patient. It may carry him well enough one day.
One day? When?
Not for a long time. I couldn't say how long. One cannot smash a thigh bone and tear muscles to shreds and then expect everything to be as it was before.
I see.
What became of the holy man?
Gone to meet his own God, sir. Caught between the relief forces and ourselves, where many of his own tribe went with him.
And the charioteer, Craddock?
Dead as we thought you were when we pulled you from the wreckage.
Centurion Claudius Maximus, 2nd Legion. I would have come to see you before, Commander, but I had matters to attend to. Still, everything is now under control. The enemy are dead, captive or dispersed. Their villages are in ashes, their fields destroyed. Order has been restored.
Yes, order.
You knew their leader, I'm told.
We hunted together. I liked him and I thought the liking was returned.
These people are treacherous. He betrayed you, as they all would.
I felt bitterness towards him at first. Now I understand that he didn't break faith. There was simply another greater faith that he had to keep.
Well, that's all over now.
Yes. Your relief force arrived quickly.
I was taking troops up to Esca when your distress signal reached us in Durinum, and I was deflected to answer it. I intend to resume my interrupted march tomorrow.
My garrison's taken heavy losses.
I'm aware of that. I'm leaving 2 centuries to bring it up to strength. I'm also leaving my centurion to take charge. He will be in command until your relief can be sent from Esca. Whoever that is, no doubt he will bring fresh drafts of auxiliaries with him.
My second in command, Drusillus, is an experienced officer.
But an auxiliary. And a legionary centurion outranks an auxiliary.
I'm aware of that, sir. I'm also aware, until otherwise decided, I am in command of this fort.
I doubt that decision will be long delayed if what your surgeon tells me is true. I'm afraid, Centurion, that your service with the Eagles is over.
So it's farewell to everything. Life with the Eagles, hope, ambition. I can never become the prefect of an Egyptian legion. I can never buy back my father's farm in the Etruscan hills.
Having a breath of fresh air, sir?
Having a last look, Drusillus. I'm off to Culeva tomorrow to my uncle Aquila, carried in a litter. Yes, I know. How do you find your new commander?
Oh, well enough. The replacements he brought with him are good lads. 2 centuries of the 3rd, Gauls, like the rest.
I'm told they've been up north on the wall, laying stone courses and exchanging the odd arrow with the painted people.
If they can give as good an account of themselves in action as your raw fourth has done, they'll have no need to feel themselves disgraced.
I don't think they'll have any more trouble in these parts. Centurion Maximus saw to that. Watland orb huts are easily rebuilt. Salted fields will bear again in 3 years, but not all the time in eternity will bring back the young men of the tribe.
I gathered you didn't take warmly to Centurion Maximus.
I did not.
You might feel yourself more friendly disposed to him if the rumor about the report you made to headquarters is true.
He didn't seem the type to make enthusiastic reports.
Well, there's talk of some trifle. Say a gilded laurel wreath to make the standard of the 4th Gaulish look pretty when it goes on parade.
If anything more than talk comes of it, I'd like to know if the cohort won its first honors under my command.
I'll send word, sir.
To Culeva.
Uncle, in all the months I've been here, we've never once discussed the future. We must discuss it sometime.
Sometime, yes, but not now. No need to trouble about the future until that leg of yours will carry you.
Mithras knows how long that'll take. I can't go on foisting myself on you indefinitely.
My good lad, do try not to be such a fool. I'm not a rich man, but neither am I so poor that I can't afford to add a kinsman to my household. And you do play a reasonably good game of drafts. So, that being settled, let's play, shall we? Your mind's not on the game.
No, I'm sorry. It's difficult on this night of all nights, the eve of the birth of Mithras. In camps and forts, wherever the eagles fly, men will soon be gathering to his worship. I long for the old life, the old comradeship to be given back to me.
I understand, Marcus.
Uncle, whatever possessed you to settle in Britain when you could have gone home?
On a night like this, it seems past believing, but I had nothing to take me back. I was a young man when I first saw the white cliffs above the transport galley's prow. I made friends here, a few. The only girl I ever cared for lies buried at Cleveland.
I never knew.
Why should you? But I wasn't always old Uncle Aquila with the grey hair. Oh, she was very pretty. The camp commandant's daughter. She was 18 when she died. I was 22. I've marched with the eagles from end to end of Britain. I've sworn blood brotherhood with a painted tribesman up above where Hadrian's wall stands now. I've loved a girl at Cleveland. Such precious things, they go to make roots for a man.
I think I begin to understand.
Good. You'll move. Oh, what an autumnal mood we've wandered into. We need livening up, you and I.
What do you suggest?
Our Saturnalia games can't compare with the Colosseum, of course, but it should be quite a reasonable show, I think. I believe there's going to be a bear fight and the usual gladiators, of course, and some wrestling. Fellow magistrate of mine, name of Caso, and his wife, Valeria. They're our next-door neighbors.
But that is surely no daughter of theirs.
For a small colonial circus, they seem rather a good lot.
Too good, maybe. They're probably all slaves. Well, I'd like to see a wild beast show or even a sham fight if it's well done. To put men to fight to the death for the crowd's amusement. Even slaves. Seems to me a waste.
This is what they've waited for.
A sham fight?
No, a fight to death. Not a clean fight.
What'll become of that lad now?
The young fool of a swordsman? Oh, he'll be sold, in all likelihood. The crowd don't pay to see a man fight once he's been down and at their mercy.
That's what I've been thinking.
Oh, Jupiter.
Would 1,500 sesterces buy him?
Probably. You're not thinking of buying him yourself, are you? Oh, that's all the money you have in the world.
Would you give him house room?
I expect so. No, I'm somewhat at a loss to understand why you should want to keep a tame gladiator. Why not try a wolf instead?
I need a body slave. I can't keep overworking poor old Stephanos.
Send down to the slave master at the circus and offer half what you expect to pay. And sleep with a knife under your pillow thereafter.
So, it is you.
Yes, it is I.
Why did you turn the purpose of the crowd? I didn't ask for mercy.
Possibly that is why.
I was afraid. I, who have been a warrior. I was afraid to choke out my life in the fish's net.
But still, you did not ask for mercy.
Why have you brought me?
I need a body slave.
Surely the arena is an unusual place to pick one.
I wish for an unusual body slave.
I've been but 2 years a slave.
And before that, you were a warrior. Your name?
I am Esca, son of Cunaval, of the tribe of the Brigantes, the bearers of the blue war shield.
And I am Marcus Flavius Aquila. I was a centurion with the auxiliaries of the 2nd Legion.
I know. It would have been easy to escape on my way here. The old goatee one could not have stopped me. But I chose to come because it was in my heart that it was you we came to.
Had it been another?
Well, then I should have escaped later, to the wilds where my clipped ear would not betray me. There are still free tribes beyond the frontier. I had this.
And now?
I am the centurion's hound, to lie at the centurion's feet.
Wolves. They've been giving a lot of trouble of late, hunting under the very walls of Caleva. Killed a baby, I'm told.
Yes. A hunt's been organized. I've sent Esca off to join it.
Indeed? Well, I expect he'll come back. I've been watching him these past weeks. He's a very good body slave, and quite devoted to you.
Oh, he is. I no longer need a stick now that I have his shoulder to support me.
How did he come to be in the arena?
I haven't asked him. There's something about him that warns me such a question would be an intrusion. Someday he'll tell me freely.
You make him sound more like a friend than a slave.
Perhaps he is. A wolf cub? How did you get him?
We killed a she-wolf in milk, so we went to look for the whelps. I saved this one. And then his sire came. The good fathers, the wolf kind, fierce to protect their young. It was a good fight. Good fight.
Esca, that was taking a hideous risk. You shouldn't have done.
Sorry. I forgot it was my master's property that I risked.
Don't be a fool. That's not what I meant. Esca, what happened?
There was another there when we found the cubs. A Roman, an officer from the transit camp. Seeing my clipped ear, he knew me for a slave and said, "Your master, having paid good money for you, would not thank you for leaving him with a carcass he could not even sell to the knacker's yard."
What was his name?
Placidus. Tribune Placidus. And his smile is a sickness in my belly still.
Then curse this Tribune Placidus. Does his word strike deeper with you than mine? I have not thought of slave or free man in my dealings with you, though you are too proud to do the same for me. Too proud, do you hear me? And now, ow! Now your gift has bitten me.
I've waited a long time for you to look up.
I'm sorry. I was busy with this shield.
May I see the wolf cub? I haven't seen a tame one before.
Surely. But be careful, he's not used to strangers. His name is Cub.
Just cub?
Yes. How did you know about him?
Oh, I heard of him about a moon ago. Didn't believe it at first. But then yesterday I heard one of your slaves call to another, "Oh, worthless one, thy master's wolf whelp has bitten my toe." And the other called back, "Then the gods grant that the taste of it will not make him sick." So I knew it was true.
And it did, at least something did. Yes, I remember now. I saw you at the Saturnalia Games.
Yes, they say you bought that gladiator. I wish you could have bought the bear, too.
Oh, yes, you minded very badly about the bear, didn't you?
He was cruel. To kill on the hunting trail, that's one thing. They took away his freedom, kept him in a cage, and then they killed him. I don't like cages or nets. I'm glad you bought the gladiator.
You're cold. Here, put this on.
This is a soldier's cloak, like the ones the centurions from the transit camp wear.
You behold in me ex-centurion Marcus Aquila, formerly of the Gaulish auxiliaries of the 2nd Legion.
I know. Does your wound hurt you still?
Sometimes. I've told you my name. What's yours?
My uncle and aunt call me Camilla. My real name is Cottia. They like everything to be very Roman, you see.
And you do not.
I am of the Iceni. So is my Aunt Valaria, though she likes to forget it.
I once drove a chariot team that was descended from the royal stables of the Iceni.
Well, as were my father's stallions. We are all horse breeders, we of the Iceni, from the king downward. When we had a king. My father was killed breaking a young horse. That's why I live with my Aunt Valaria now.
Poor Cottier. You do not like living with your aunt, do you?
I don't like living in a town full of straight lines, being shut up inside brick walls and being called Camilla. And I hate it when they try to make me pretend to be a Roman maiden, forget my own tribe, my own father.
If it's any consolation to you, they seem to have succeeded very ill so far.
I will not let them. I pretend outside my tunic. I answer when they call me Camilla, and I speak to them in Latin. But underneath my tunic, I am of the Iceni. And when I take my tunic off at night, I say, there, that rids me of Rome until the morning.
And then?
And then I lie on my bed and think about my home. The marsh birds flighting down from the north in the fall of the leaf. The brood mares and their foals in my father's runs. I remember everything I'm not supposed to remember. I speak to myself inside my head, in my own tongue. I like being inside your cloak. It feels safe and warm, as a bird must feel inside its own feathers.
Esca, how did you come to be a gladiator in the arena at Caleva?
My father was a clan chieftain of the Brigantes, lord of 500 spears. I was his armor-bearer, until such time as I became a warrior in my own right. And with the men of my tribe, that happened after the 16th summer. When I'd been a year or more a man among men, my father's charioteer, the clan rose against our overlords, for the lust for freedom was strong within us.
The Brigantes, you've been a thorn in the flesh of the Legion since they first marched north.
We rose, and we were beaten back. We made our last stand in our strong place, and we were overwhelmed. The men who survived were sold as slaves.
As you were.
I swear before the gods of my people, before Lugh, the light of the sun, that I was lying for dead in a ditch when they took me. They'd not have taken me else. I was bought by a trader from the south who sold me here to the arena in Caleva.
You alone of all your kin?
My father and 2 brothers died. My mother also. My father killed her before the legionaries broke through. She wished it so.
Mithras, what a story.
It's a common enough story. Was it so very different at Esca Dumnoniorum, do you suppose? Nonetheless, it doesn't do to remember too closely. The time before, all the time before, that is the good time to remember.
What do you recall of these good times?
My warrior's training, river bathing on hot summer days when the midges danced in the shimmering air. My father had a great white bull we would garland for the festival, and I had a tame otter I used to share with my brother. And I recall my first sight of the legions. It was many years ago when the whole country was in revolt. I lay behind a boulder to watch a legion marching north. A legion that never came marching back. I'd never seen such a sight before. Like a shining serpent of men winding across the hills. A serpent hackled with scarlet cloaks and the crests of the officers. And I remember how the eagle flashed in the sun as it came by. A golden eagle, with its wings arched back, as I've seen them often stoop upon a screaming hare among the heather. Ah, but the mist was creeping down from the high moors, and the legion marched into it. The legion marched into it, straight into it, and it licked them up and flowed together behind them. And they were gone, as though they'd marched from one world into another.
There were strange tales about that legion.
Men said it was accursed. No, but it looked stronger than any curse. Stronger and more deadly. Strange tales there were about that legion.
Yes, I've heard those tales. Esca, the legion you saw, was my father's legion, the 9th Hispana. His crest would have been the scarlet hackle just after the eagle.
Before I marched away, a long march, and 20 years in store, when I left my girl in Clusium beside the threshing floor.
Good cub.
Ow! Go on, then, off you go. Go on.
Wouldn't troublesome tonight?
No, sir.
I just wondered. You're quite sure?
Perfectly.
What a lie you are. This has been going on long enough. If the physicians in Caleva don't know their craft, I have an old friend in practice in Durinum who does. His name is Galerius. He was one of our field surgeons. He shall come and take a look at that leg.
Who in the name of Typhon searched this wound?
The surgeon at Esca.
The thing is, he didn't finish his work. You'll know no peace until that wound has been researched.
You mean it all has to be done again?
Yes.
When?
In the morning. If it must be done, the sooner it were done, the better. Now you lie still and rest. I shall see you in the morning.
Let me pass, Stephanos. I'm warning you, let me pass.
My lady, I have strict instructions. He is not to be disturbed.
Stephanos, I shan't warn you again.
Lady Camilla, I daren't let you see him.
I'll bite you.
You little vixen, what have you done to poor Stephanos?
She's bit me, master.
He tried to keep me out.
Thank you, Stephanos. Now, Katia, what is it you suppose you're doing here?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Tell you what?
About the healer with the knife.
I didn't want you to know about it until it was all over and done with.
You had no right not to tell me. It was mine to know. What will he do to you?
I'm to have the wound cleaned up, that's all.
You'll send Esca to tell me when it's over.
It'll be very early in the morning. You'll scarcely be awake.
I shall be awake, and I'll be waiting in the garden, and I'll wait there until Esca comes, whoever tries to stop me.
Very well, then. Esca shall come and tell you, but now you must go home.
Oh, Marcus, I wish it could be me instead.
Thank you, Katia. I shall remember that.
I enjoyed swapping yarns with your uncle last night. We were great hunters here now, you know. But now we grow stiff in our joints and set in our ways. Sometimes I think I'll pack up and set out on my travels again before it's too late, and I'm utterly rusted into my sockets. But I chose the wrong branch of my calling for that. A surgeon's craft is none too easily picked up and carried about the world. An oculist, that's what I should have been. An oculist's craft is the craft for a fellow Esculapius with an itch to wander. And here in the north, where so many have the marsh blindness, an oculist stamp is the talisman to carry a man safely where a legion couldn't go. I had an acquaintance once who crossed the Western Ocean and plied his trade in the wilds of Hibernia. Just about a year ago it was. He was an oculist.
There will be more hot water when you want it. I brought the flask of barley spirit as you ordered.
Yep. It's fiercer than wine, but better for cleansing a wound. Now, if you're quite ready.
Quite.
It strikes sharp at first, but it will ease presently.
Is it finished?
It's finished. And in a few months, you will be a sound man again. Now, you lie still and rest. And this evening, I shall be back again. You can give him a draught now.
He will recover.
There were enough splinters to quill a porcupine, but the muscles were less damaged than one might have expected.
Got you. Come.
I will see to them soon.
You look like a man who wishes to be sick. Is it as bad as that?
You must sleep.
You shouldn't overtax your leg, Master.
It's nearly as good as ever. Just as Galerius promised. And after the winter's training, I feel as sound as a gladiator. And not sound enough for the legions, that I shall never be again.
What will you do?
I'd thought of returning to Etruria. With neither money nor prospects, shall have to earn my living here. I've made up my mind to seek a position as someone's secretary. And the thought holds little appeal. In fact, I decided to discuss the matter with my uncle tonight. Fortunately, he has guests, so the decision is delayed.
From the way Stephanos has been bullying the cook all morning, I would hazard they're important guests.
One is no less a person than the legate in command of the 6th Legion. He's on his way from Iberacum to Rome on some business of the Senate.
He's an old friend of your uncle's.
Yes, they served together in Judea when my uncle was first cohort of the Fretensis. Now I'm delaying another decision.
You're determined to release Kobe?
Yes. You can tame a wild thing. Never count on it being truly won over until being free to return to its own kind. It chooses to come back to you. Go free, Brother Wolf. Good hunting.
Marcus? Marcus! Where is the lad? Ah, there you are. The legate's here. He wants to meet you.
And I would like to meet him.
Claudius, I present to you my nephew. Marcus, this is my very old friend, the legate of the 6th Legion.
I am honored to meet the legate of the Victrix.
And I am very glad to meet a kinsman of my ancient friend, who until today might have been hatched out of a turtle's egg for all the kin I knew he had. I make known to you Tribune Servius Placidus of my staff.
You return to Rome with the legate?
I do. Praise be to Bacchus. I'm done with Britain once and for all when I board that galley in 2 days' time.
You have not, I take it, found Britain much to your taste.
No, the girls are all right. So is the hunting. But for the rest, Roma, dear, I think I can bear to leave it behind me. You're not native born to this benighted province, are you?
No. I've been out less than 3 years.
Oh, what possessed you to come at all? You must have found the journey rather trying.
I came out to join my legion.
Oh, a wound, then?
Yes.
I don't think I ever met you in the Tribune's Club at home.
It'd be strange if you had. I was a mere cohort centurion.
Really? You know, I should scarce have guessed it. Ah, do I salute a brother of the Victrix?
One who considers himself somewhat of a skilled hunter, you can be remarkably unobservant. You'll see the signum of the 2nd Legion on his left wrist. Awarded for bravery at Esca, was it not?
Ah, I see what it is to serve under a legate renowned for his appreciation of his junior officers. My dear Marcus, I do congratulate you. Oh, my dear, a wolf!
Come, come, so you come back, my brother.
It is a wolf. It really is a wolf. The brute behaving like a puppy.
It seems we are witnesses to a reunion.
Indeed.
How long have you had him?
Oh, since he was a very small cub, more than a year ago.
Then if I'm not mistaken, I saw him taken from the lair after his dam was killed. There's the painted barbarian who fetched him out, claimed to be a slave to a Marcus Aquila. I remember now.
And I remember now. The painted barbarian told me that story.
Claudius, how long since you left the Fortenses?
18 years in August.
Jupiter, 18 years since we last sat in officers' mess together. And yet you've been almost 3 years in Britain and made no attempt to come near me.
Or you to come near me. Oh, but that's the way of things when we follow the eagles. We make a friend here or there in Caesarea or Eberacum, and then our ways part again.
I drink to the renewing of old threads.
Then come and renew them at Eberacum after I return.
It may be that I will, one day. It's all of 25 years since I was in Eberacum. I'd be interested to see the place again. I took a contingent of the 2nd up there in one of the troubles. It was thus I came to know the station a little.
Really? That would be in the Hispanas' time, of course. You'd scarce recognize the station now. It's almost habitable.
The new generally built in stone, where the old cleared the forest and built in wood.
Sometimes at Eberacum, it seems to me that the foundations of that old building lie uneasy beneath the new.
You mean, sir?
Well, Eberacum is still, how shall I put it, still more than a little ghost-ridden by the 9th Legion. No, I don't mean the spirits have wandered back, but the place is haunted nonetheless. By the altars to the Spanish gods that they set up and worshipped at, by the names and numbers idly scratched on the walls, by the British women whom they loved, and the children with the Spanish faces whom they fathered. All this lying, as it were, like sediment beneath the new wine of another legion. Also, they linger strongly, almost terrifyingly, in the minds of the people. It doesn't sound much when you put it into words, but it can create an atmosphere which is unpleasantly strong. I'm not an imaginative man, but I can tell you there have been times when the mist comes down from the high moors, and I more than half expected to see the lost legion come marching home.
Have you any idea, any theory what became of the Hispana, sir?
Their fate has some importance for you.
Yes. My father was their first cohort.
Ah. Well, there is, of course, the possibility that somewhere they were cut off and annihilated so completely that there were no survivors left to carry back word of the disaster.
Oh, but surely, sir, in a province the size of Caledonia, even, upwards of 4,000 men couldn't be destroyed without trace. Isn't it far more likely that, having had their fill of the eagles, they merely butchered such of their officers as wouldn't join them and deserted to the tribe?
No, I do not think that particularly likely.
Well, I stand corrected. I was led to believe it were the only possible explanation to the mystery by the extremely unsavory reputation the Hispana left behind them. But I'm happy to find I was at fault.
I'm sure you are.
But you don't find the ambush theory very likely either, sir?
There's been a rumor quite lately along the war. A rumor which, if it is true, would suggest that the Hispana did indeed go down fighting. It's only market talk, but in such there is often a core of truth. The story runs that the eagle has been seen and is receiving divine honors in some tribal temple in the far north.
Go on.
Well, that's all. There's no more to add. There's no more to work on, and that is the curse of it.
I take your point.
But I'm afraid I do not.
A legion which went rogue would probably hide its eagle or hack it to pieces. It would be most unlikely either to have the wish or the chance to set it up in the temple of some local godling.
But an eagle taken in war would be a very different case.
To the outland tribes, it must appear that they have captured the god of the legion. Now do you see?
What do you intend to do about it, sir?
Nothing. There may be no shred of truth in the story.
But if there is?
There is still nothing I can do about it.
But, sir, it is the eagle. The Hispana's lost eagle.
Eagle lost, honor lost. Honor lost, all lost. Yes, yes, I know. And I know something else. If trouble breaks out again in the north, a Roman eagle in the hands of the painted people could become a weapon against us.
It would undoubtedly have the power to fire the hearts and minds of the tribes.
I can't send an expeditionary force on the strength of a rumor. It would mean open war. In any case, a whole legion would scarcely win through. There are but 3 in Britain.
But where a legion couldn't get through, one man might. At least to find out the truth.
I agree, if the right man came forward. It would have to be someone who knew the northern tribes, was acceptable to them, and allowed to pass. If I had such a man, I would give him his marching orders. The matter seems to me to be serious enough for that.
Esca was born where the wall runs now. The eagle was my father's. Send us.
This is lunacy. Sheer unmitigated lunacy.
No, I have a perfectly sane and workable plan. A traveling oculist would be accepted by the tribes. I have heard of one who crossed the western waters and plied his trade through the wilds of Hibernia. Surely, an oculist's stamp would see us through what was once, after all, a Roman province.
You know rather less than an addled egg about the doctrine of sore eyes.
The same could be said for 3 out of 4 of the quacksalvers on the road. There are those who can provide me with the needful salves and give me some idea how to use them.
How serviceable is that leg of yours?
I'll say that it wouldn't do for the parade ground, very nearly as good as it ever was. Do I get my marching orders?
Well, the gods of my forefathers forbid that I should hold back any kinsman of mine from breaking his own neck in a just cause, if he has a mind to.
The province of Caledonia, whatever it once was, whatever it may be again, is not worth an outworn sandal strap today. You will be going alone into enemy territory. If you run into trouble, there is nothing that Rome can or will do to help you.
I understand that.
Go then. I am not your legate, but I give you your marching orders.
I almost wish there were room for a third on this insane expeditionary force? If there were, Bacchus, I would leave Rome to fend for itself and come with you. Are you quite sure you couldn't trust that barbarian of yours in a venture of this kind?
Esca? Oh, yes. Esca's been with me a long time. Nursed me when I was sick. Did everything for me, all the while I was laid by with this leg.
Well, why not? He's your slave.
Oh, that wasn't his reason. And it's not the reason he comes with me now.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, my dear Marcus, what an innocent you are. Slaves are all slaves. You give him his freedom. See what happens.
The horses are here, master. 2 ex-cavalry mounts that have seen better days, but they were cheap.
And they won't attract attention. I'd like you to tell the Lady Cottier we're leaving. But first, you'd better take this.
Capitals are one thing, but I can make nothing of this script. What is it?
Your manumission. Your freedom, witnessed by my uncle and the legate. I ought to have given it to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Esca.
I'm free? Free to go?
Yes, free to go, Esca.
Is it that you're sending me away?
No. You are free to go or stay as you wish.
Well, then I stay. It's perhaps not only I who think foolish thoughts because of the Tribune Placidus.
Perhaps. Esca, I should never have asked you to go with me into this hazard while you weren't free to refuse. It's like to prove a wild hunt, and whether or not we come back lies in the hands of the gods. No one should ask a slave to go with them on such a hunting trail. They might ask a friend.
I've not served the centurion because I was his slave. I've served Marcus, and it's not been slave service. My stomach will be glad when we start on this hunting trail. I will go to the Lady Cottier.
If they want this eagle back, if they fear it may harm them where it is, why can't they send somebody else for it? Why need you go?
Because it was my father's eagle. Cottier, you see, with us, the eagle is the very life of the Legion. While it's in Roman hands, even if not 6 men of the Legion are still alive, the Legion itself is still in being.
But you say there is no Legion.
Only because the eagle has been lost. If I were to find it, the 9th could be reformed. There must be at least a quarter of the Hispano who never marched north that last time. Men who were serving on other frontiers, men who were sick or on garrison duty, they could be brought back together to form the core of a new 9th. Cottier, the Hispano was my father's first and last Legion. It was the one he cared for most.
It is to keep faith with your father, then?
Amongst other things. Though it is good to hear the trumpets again, Cottier.
Don't understand. But I see you must go. When will you come back?
I don't know. Perhaps, if all goes well, before winter.
Esca goes with you. Cub.
Esca, not Cub. Cub I leave in your charge. You must come and see him every day. Talk to him about me. And that way neither of you will forget about me before I can come back.
We shan't forget about you. We have good memories, Cub and I. But I will come every day.
All is ready.
Good. Cottier, don't mention the eagle to anyone. I'm supposed to be going on business for my uncle, only I wanted you to know the truth.
Yes.
I can't stay any longer. Before I go, there's one more thing I want you to do for me. I can't wear this where I'm going. Will you keep it for me? And keep it safe till I come back?
Yes, Marcus.
The light of the sun be with you, Katya.
And with you, Marcus. And with you. I shall be listening for you to come back when the leaves are falling.
Whoa!
Never bring a stolen cavalry nag into a cavalry barracks. Now, that's good advice, that is.
Do you suggest that I, Demetrius of Alexandria, the Demetrius of Alexandria, am in the habit of stealing cavalry horses? Or that if I were, I should not have the wisdom to steal a better one than this?
You can see the brand on the shoulder plain as a pilum shaft.
If you cannot also see as plain as a pilum shaft that the brand has been cancelled, you are in dire need of my invincible anodyne for all kinds of defective eyesight. I can let you have a small pot for 3 sesterces. 3 sesterces only.
Better have 2 pots, Sextus. Remember the time you didn't see that Pict's leg sticking out from under the furze bush?
Maybe so, maybe so. Are there not enough sore eyes for your southing in the Empire that you must needs go jaunting beyond the wall to look for more?
Perhaps I'm like Alexander, in search of fresh worlds to conquer.
Every man to his own taste. The old world's good enough for me, with a whole hide to enjoy it.
Lack of enterprise, yes, that's your problem. Now, if I'd been so lacking in enterprise, would I now be the Demetrius of Alexandria, inventor of the invincible anodyne, the most celebrated oculist?
Aye, as you say. Open the gates. Let them pass through.
Esca, the hunt has begun. Missed the trail somehow, Esca. All
summer long we've been wandering this province from one coastline to the other, and we've discovered nothing.
You've discovered. And healed a few sore eyes.
If any of them have seen the eagle, their owners keep that knowledge to themselves. We've come too far north. We're all but up to the old frontier now.
The eagle is surely more likely to be found beyond it. The tribesmen would scarcely leave it in a territory that was even a Roman province in name.
I know, but we should have found some traces. When there's nothing to guide a man, he must lay his choice on the gods. Heads we push on, ships we try to cast back. Ships, we go south again. Trimontium, place of the 3 hills. Agricola's old fort lies under these hills. 30 years ago, when this was still a Roman province, we had a double cohort stationed there. Now they say the wild has flowed in again. That grass covers the streets and that the roofs have fallen in. The wild boar of the 20th Legion, the Valeria. The Legions ever come north again, they'll have a fine job of rebuilding on their hands.
It's in my heart that I wish we'd pushed on to the next village. I don't like this place.
We'll do well enough once we've a fire lit. The only creatures likely to lair in these ruins are wild pig.
It's not the forest folk that makes me cold between the shoulders.
What then?
Perhaps the ghosts of a lost legion.
The 20th served here, never the 9th.
How do we know where the 9th served after they marched into the mist?
Been a good hunting, friend.
Good enough until I can do better. There's none to spare.
We have food of our own. Also, we have a fire. Unless you want to build one yourself or eat your meat raw, you're welcome to share it.
In all the years I've come here on the hunting trail, never until now have I found any man before me. What do you in the place of the 3 hills?
We camp for the night. Is not Tremontium free to all, or only to the raven and the lizard and yourself?
I think that you will be the healer of sore eyes of whom I've heard.
I am. My name is Demetrius of Alexandria. This is my friend and spear-bearer Esca of the Brigantes.
The bearers of the blue war shield. You've maybe heard of them.
I've heard of your tribe a little, yes. For myself, I'm called Gwern of the Selgove, and I'm a hunter, as you see. My wrath lies upwards of a day's trail to the west.
I will come and join your fire.
Where did you learn that song, friend Gwern the Hunter?
Where else but here? When this was a Roman fort, there were many Roman songs sung here. I was only a boy, but I have a good memory. Where did you learn it?
I've followed my trade in fortress towns, and I have a good ear for a tune.
Yet surely you can have been but a short while at the trade. There aren't many years under that beard of yours.
Maybe more than there seems. Talking of my trade, are there any in your village that have the sore eyes?
Well, I'm an outdweller living to myself and my family. We have no sore eyes. Nevertheless, you're welcome to come with me, and I will set you on the path to another village.
Thank you. But first, there is a question I would ask you.
Ask then.
How did you come to be Gwern the Hunter, who once served with the Eagles?
Why do you think such a thing?
Well, I go by that song. The gall mark under your chin, left there by the strap of a Roman helmet. I've seen too many to be mistaken.
If I were what you say, what need have I to tell you? I'm a man of my tribe, and if I wasn't always so, there is none among my sword brethren who would speak of that to a stranger. Why should I tell you?
No reason, save that I ask you in all courtesy.
I was once 6th centurion of the senior cohort of the Hispana. Now go and tell that to the nearest commander on the wall. I shall not stop you.
No patrol could reach you here, and you know it. Even if that were not so, there is a reason why I should keep my mouth shut.
And the reason? Never before have I known one of your trade who made his evening prayers to Mithras. I've seen you before. I remember your face. In the name of light, who are you?
Perhaps it is my father's face you'll remember. He was your cohort commander.
Should have known. What does your father's son do here in Caledonia?
I seek the truth of a lost legion.
What is it you want to know?
What became of my father's legion? Where is its eagle now?
I can answer your first question in part at least, but it's a long story.
I have patience.
You never knew your father's legion. The seeds of death were in the Hispana long before it marched north that last time. They were sown 60 years ago, when men of the legion carried out the procurator's orders to dispossess the queen of the Iceni. Maybe you've heard of her.
Boudica?
Boudica. She cursed them and their whole legion, it said, for the treatment she had at their hands, which was hardly just, for they had their orders.
If she was minded to curse anyone, it had better have been the procurator himself.
A woman who thinks herself wronged is seldom particular where her thrust lands, as long as it draws blood. Be that as it may, the legion was cut to pieces in the rising that followed. And when the rising failed, the queen took poison. Maybe her death gave potency to the curse.
But the legion was reformed.
Aye, but it never prospered. For a legion to spend year after year among tribes who believe it to be accursed, the smallest misfortunes are set down to the workings of the curse.
And the Spaniards are a people quick to believe in such things.
So it became harder and harder to find recruits. And the standard of those taken grew lower and lower. It was slow at the start, but at the end it was terribly swift. And when I joined the Legion about 2 years before the end, its heart was rotten. Putrid rotten. I strove to fight the rot of my own legion, and then the fighting grew to be too much trouble. The last legate was a hard and upright man without understanding, the worst man to handle such a legion. Soon after his coming, the Emperor Trajan withdrew too many troops from Britain for his other campaigns. We who were left to hold the frontier began to feel the tribes seethe under us. And when they rose, the whole north went up in flames. No sooner had we settled with the Brigantes and the Iceni than we were sent north to hammer the Caledonians. It was autumn, and from the start, The mountain country was blanketed in mist, and out of the mist the tribesmen harried us. Oh, it never came to a fight. They hung about our flanks like wolves. They made sudden raids in our rear guard and loosed their arrows into us from behind the sodden bracken. And the parties sent out after them never came back. Our legate, who was also a soldier, might have saved us. But ours has seen no more soldiering than a sham fight on Mars Field and was too proud to listen to the officers who had. We reached Agricola's old headquarters on the northern frontier. That was to be our base. But the old fortifications were crumbling, the water supply had long since given out, and the whole north had gathered in strength by then.
Sir, we have stood one attack in this place, and we cannot stand another. We've lost upwards of 1,000 men by death and desertion. Half the legion's in a state of mutiny.
Mutiny? What talk is this of mutiny?
The men have chosen a spokesman.
I'm the mutineer, sir. I swear it before the Lord of the Legions. I held the few men left to me in leash for the moment, but the men say they will make what terms they can with the painted people if they let us march back the way we came.
And leave this province in their hands?
Sir, this province is no more than a name, and a name that tastes sour on the tongue at that.
Have you forgotten your oath? You curs of the typicide. Lay down the arms you've taken up against your eagle. I'll make no summary punishment, not even of the ringleaders. If you do your duty, henceforward I will make fair report of it on our return. The good and the bad.
Sir, we shall never return.
No, sir. Even if the way back was clear, it's too late for such promises. The men know only too well what the word of the Senate will be. Decimation!
Aye! And decimation is what you deserve, you scum! Rebel! I order you to do your duty as Roman legionaries!
So, the thing ended in fighting. He was a brave man, though a fool. After that, there was no more talking. The men knew what the punishment would be.
Decimation.
Aye, that would have been the sentence of the Legion. It comes hard to draw lots out of a helmet knowing that 1 in every 10 means death by stoning for the man who draws it.
What happened then?
The tribesmen came swarming over the barricades to help with the red work. And by dawn, there were barely 2 full cohorts left alive in the fort.
The rest were all dead?
Oh, no. Many went back over the ramparts with the tribesmen. They may be scattered about Caledonia now, for all I know, living as I am with a British wife and children to come after them. Just after dawn, your father called together the few that were left and took hurried counsel. We determined to win our way out of the old fort, which had become a death trap, and carry the Eagle back to Eberacum as best we might. It was no use by then thinking of making terms with the tribesmen because they no longer had cause to fear us. And besides, some thought that if we won through, the Senate could scarcely count us disgraced. That night the fools feasted. So low had we sunk in their contempt. And while they drank, we got out what was left of us and passed them in the darkness. Then we began the long forced march back here to Tremontian. They picked up our trail at dawn and hunted us as though it had been for sport. All that day we struggled on, and those who dropped out died. Sometimes we heard them die. Then I too dropped out. I had a wound I could put 3 fingers in, and I was sick. I slipped into some cover and hid. One of the painted people nearly trod on me, but they didn't find me. And when the hunt had passed far away, I stripped off my harness and left it. I could have gone on. It was being hunted. The being hunted. And I suppose I wandered about all night. In the morning, I came to a village and I fell across the door sill of the first hut. They took me in and tended me. When they found that I was a Roman soldier, they didn't greatly care. I wasn't the first to desert to the tribes. And then my woman Myrna spoke for me like a lioness whose cub is threatened. A few nights later, I saw the eagle carried by with a great triumph of torches following behind.
Where did the Legion make an end?
I don't know. But it never reached Tremontium. I've searched here again and again, and I have never found any sign of fighting.
And my father?
He was with the eagle when I dropped out. There were no captives with it when it was carried north again.
Where is the eagle now?
If you've a mind to die, there is the means to hand. Save yourself further journey.
Where is the eagle now?
I don't know. But in the morning, when there is light to see by, I will give you what directions I can. You must cross here. 2 days' march, 3 at the most. Will bring you to the old northern line.
And then?
Oh, I can tell you only this. The men who carried the eagle north were of the Epidai, whose territory is the deep firths and mountains of the west coast, running from the Cluta.
Can you hazard a guess as to where their holy place might be?
None. It may be that if you find the royal dun, you'll find the holy place not far off. But the Epidai are a divided clan, and the royal clan may not be the guardians of the holy place.
So it might be some quite small, unimportant clan.
Not unimportant, but small, yes. There's no further help that I can give you. Do not go on that trail. It leads into the mouth of death.
I must take my chance of that. You, Esca?
I'll go where you go.
Why? Now that you know the truth. They will not reform the Legion. Why should you go? Why?
There is still the eagle to be brought back.
You've said nothing about all this that I've told you. As if it were just no more than a story to while away an idle evening.
What should I say?
Mithras knows. But my belly would be easier if you told me.
Last night I felt too sick in my own belly to care over much for yours. All these months, years, I clung to a dream. I know better now. The Hispana was putrid, a rotten apple that fell to pieces. And God of the legions, what my father must have suffered. As for you, I have never been hunted, and the Lord of the legions forbid that I should be your judge.
Why did you come? I was happy with my woman. I was a great man in my tribe. Often I've forgotten that I wasn't born into it until the Trimontian draws me back. Now I shall be ashamed to my dying day because I let you go on that trail north alone.
No need to carry a new shame. This is a trail that 2 can follow better than 3. I thank you for your words and for your companionship. Go back to your tribe, Gwern.
We have companions on the road.
The Epidae.
The hunting has been good?
The hunting has been good.
Are there any in your dun who have the eye sickness?
Is it that you can cure the eye sickness?
Can I cure the eye sickness? I am Demetrius of Alexandria. The Demetrius of Alexandria. Mention my name south of the Cluta. Men will tell you that I am indeed a healer of all sickness of the eye.
I am Dergdian, chieftain of the Seal clan of the Epidae. Many of my dun have the eye sickness. None of your trade have ever come this way before. You will heal them?
How should I know? Even I, until I see them.
Come. We will go together.
How went the hunting, Dergdian?
The hunting was good, brother. For see, besides a fine deer, I have brought home a healer of sore eyes and his spear-bearer. See to their horses, Leithen.
You are saddled still. You have come over far today.
No, it is an old hurt that still cramps me sometimes.
You have one here for healing.
My son.
There, Coblings, but for a moment.
He will be blind. All along I have said that he will be blind, and I am never wrong.
He is not yet blind, grandfather. See, his eyes respond to the light.
What's this you've been putting on the child's eyes?
Toad's fat. With my own 2 hands I salved them, though it is women's work. But my grandson's wife is a fool.
Toad's fat? Have you found it any good?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Then why use it?
Because it is the custom. Always the women in our tribe put toad's fat on sore eyes. But my grandson's wife... I've told you. That child will be blind. And I, Tradui, am never wrong.
We shall see. Oh, toad's fat is doubtless very good for sore eyes. But since it has failed this time, I shall use one of my own salves. Bring me warm water and linen rags, and light a lamp. I must have light to work by.
How goes the little one's eyes?
They mend. I've used up all my salves these past few days. News of the eagle?
Well, the hunters say nothing, but I've seen druids.
Do the Epidae take the war trail?
No. I prepare it for the Feast of the New Spears, for the warrior dancing that comes after.
The Feast of the New Spears is when your boys become men, is it not? I've heard of such a feast, but never seen it.
It is to be seen in 3 nights from now on the night of the Horn Moon. It is a great feast. From all over the tribe, the boys come to us, and their fathers with them. If it were the king's son, still he would have to come to us, the Seal people, when it is time for him to receive his weapons.
Why?
We are the keepers of the holy place. We are the guardians of the life of the tribe.
So. And is it allowed for anyone to witness this mystery of the new spears?
Not the mystery, no. That is between the new spears and the horned one. And none save the priests may see it and live. But the ceremonies in the forecourt are for any who choose to be there. They are not hidden, save from the women.
And with your leave, I shall most assuredly choose to be there on the night of the horned moon. We Greeks are born asking questions.
This is the place of life. A life of the tribe.
The horned one.
The last. Our sons who have died as boys are now reborn as warriors.
And so ends the mystery of the new spear.
Not yet. Look.
dance of the new spears. So we dance it too. We, the Brigantes, on the night our boys become men.
And do your people not hold the feast of the new spears?
We hold a feast, but not like this. All this is strange to me. I've seen many things tonight to make me wonder.
And these things? Wait, I will tell you. For you're young and doubtless wish to know. I am old, and by far the wisest man in all the tribes.
Truly, wisdom shines from the face of Tradui. My ears are open. And you say that no guard is kept on the place of life, no watch of attendant priests?
What need? The place of life has guardians of its own. And who would dare meddle with that which is of the Horned One?
And are all these things of the Horned One, even the wingless bird?
Why do you speak of the eagle god of the red crests?
I've seen such eagle gods before and wondered to see it here. We are always curious, we Greeks. Also, we have little cause to love Rome. Tell me how you took this eagle god.
There was a great hosting of the tribes, not more than 10 or 12 seasons ago, to put down a great army of the Red Crests. I went south with the rest of them, though I was an old man even then, and it was my last fight. We brought them to bay, a day north of the place they called the 3 Years. We pulled them down at last. But they took a goodly escort of our warriors with them. But we pulled them down when they were left but a knot, as many as there are fingers on my 2 hands. And the eagle god still in their midst. But I, Tradui, slew with my last throw spear the priest in the wolf's hide who held the staff. But another took it from him and held it so that the god did not go down. Oh, he was a chieftain among the rest. I would that I had slain him, but another was before me. We left them, and the eagle god came back with us. And there was great rain later, and the rivers coming down in spate. And at a ford, the warrior who held the god was swept away, and when we found it later, the wings were gone. That chieftain of the Red Crests, he was like you. And yet you say you're a Greek. Is not that strange?
There are many of Greek blood among the Red Crests.
So, that could be it. Oh, but they were truly warriors. And we left them their weapons as befits warriors. But from that chieftain of the Red Crests, I took this, for he was fierce and valiant beyond all the others. See, it will not go on my hand. Take you it and look.
You sure it was your father's ring?
Yes. I'd often seen it before on his hand, and it was engraved with our family badge. Still, that's not what I came here to find.
So you're still going to take the eagle?
If I can. Did you find a place?
Oh, aye. I might search till the lock runs dry and never find it. But I shall know the place when I come again.
Good. I've already told the chieftain that we're starting south tomorrow. He's loath to see us go, but I said I wish to be south again before the winter closes in on us.
You not feel bad in your heart to deceive them?
No. They welcomed us, and in return, I've doctored their sore eyes with all the skill I possess. There's no debt on either side, no room for guilt.
Aye, but in the matter of the eagle...
They're the enemy. Or were the enemy. I like them. Respect them. And let them keep the eagle if they can.
In the name of light.
Blood? Deer's blood. Or that of a black cock. A midnight offering. It's strong magic. Don't touch it. Look. The eagle.
The last Roman hand to touch this was my father's. The bolts are corroded into the holes.
Stay on your feet. To kneel would leave us unprotected against whatever is here. Stiff. Only we could take it outside, away from here.
But we must have light to work by, and light anywhere outside might betray us. This is the one place that we're free from interruption.
From the interruption of men.
It might be a fault in the wick, or bad air.
Or it might not.
Think light, Esca. Think light. Oh, quick, good, my thrust.
Soul of the shining slayer, come to my aid.
Hear the prayer of thy son.
Of the Brigantes.
Let us not go down into dark.
The shining spear.
Oh, quick, good, my thrust.
Our aid.
Steady offering. We ride south by the shores of the loch, and then northeast through the mountains, but slowly, Esca, slowly. Breathing the horses often. We mustn't get too far from the place of life before the next move in the game can be played. The loss of the eagle won't be discovered until after midnight, when the priest comes to renew the offering.
Here they come.
Dirdian, Leothan, what is it you want with us in such haste?
You know well enough.
I fear not. You will have to tell me.
Yes, we'll tell you. We come to take back the winged god. Also for blood to wash out the insults you put upon us and the gods of our tribe.
The winged god? The eagle god? You mean you've lost it?
We mean that it is stolen.
And it must needs be I who stole it? Why in the name of the Thunderer should I want a wingless Roman eagle?
You might have had your reasons.
Is it the custom of the Seal people to hunt and slay those who have been their guests? Well do the Romans call the men of the north barbarians. If you are so sure it is we who have stolen the Red Crest's god, you have but to search our gear to find it. Search, then! Will you bid your hounds be less rough with the tools of my trade? It may be that there are still sore eyes in Caledonia, though your own son's eyes are now well.
Softly, you fool. There is no need that you should break the medicine sticks.
Are you satisfied now? Or is it that you would search us to the skin? Well, it must be perfectly obvious that we have nothing a tenth the size of an eagle hidden about us.
We must cast our net wider, it seems.
We have offended against our own laws of hospitality. We have hunted down two who have been our guests and not found the winged god after all.
Come back with us, Demetrius of Alexandria. Come back with us, lest our hearts be shamed.
We're for the south before the year closes in. We shall remember that we've been your guests. The rest we've already forgotten. Good hunting to you on your game trails this winter.
Do you wish the eagle yet in the place we took it from?
No. If it was still there, it would still be a danger to the frontier. Danger to other legions. Also, it was my father's eagle, none of theirs. I only wish that we needn't have made Dirkjan and his sword brethren feel ashamed.
Oh, there was no helping it. We shall be upon a village soon.
How do you know?
Smoke over yonder. I caught the blur of it a while back.
Could be heat smoke.
No. It was hearth smoke. It's time I sickened of the fever. Oh, my head. Man, my head's on fire.
Esca. Slump a little more and roll a little less. It's fever, not barley spirit that's lit the fire, remember?
Be at peace, Esca. It's only me. The villagers are terrified of entering. I explained that the sickness in my servant is caused by devils in his belly, and he cannot be looked upon by any who have not the marks for protection.
But they'll let us stay.
Yes. The headman invited us to share his fireside. I insisted that we must have a place as far away from the living huts as may be. Good. It's rough, but it'll keep out the weather for the 2 or 3 days until you return.
The sooner I go, the sooner I return.
Oh, curse this leg of mine. It should be me going back, not you.
No. Even if your leg was strong enough, you couldn't leave this place without rousing the dogs. Or find your way back through the mountains. This is work for a hunter, not a soldier.
Well, it's pitch black, but all's clear. Well? Can you find your way?
Yes.
Then good hunting.
Is it well?
It is well. How went the hunting?
The hunting was good.
Was there any trouble?
None. Is there anything to eat?
Gold, the fisherman, found it on the island. It was caught in an alder bush. You were right, wise one.
I was right, who am never wrong. I said it was the healer who took the eagle god. He had the face of that chieftain of the Red Crest I saw killed under its wings. I must have been blind or doting not to know him for his father's son.
And I am ashamed for doubting you.
It may be that it is you who will hunt him down, for there is a link of fate between his line and ours. If it be so, kill him if you can, for he has put shame upon the gods of our tribe.
Over there, a broch, built by the forgotten people. It'll give us shelter for the night.
It's been a grueling ride, Esca.
2 more days should see us out of the mountains.
May Thras be praised. It's been a good hunting, brother. I can scarce believe that all's gone so well.
The ring brooch. Where's the ring brooch?
Well, it could have fallen off anywhere, even while you were in the water.
No. It rang on the pebbles when I dropped it to remove the eagle from its hiding place. Yes. And then when I picked it up, it caught for an instant on a branch. I remember now. At that time, I scarcely noticed.
If anyone finds it, they'll know that one of us has been back since they searched our gear, and there could only be one possible reason for that.
Well, no matter how fast the hunt comes on, we're past the point where we can be cut off in the mountains. But the horses won't stand another 2 days like the last.
I know. And the old cavalry brands make them only too recognizable.
We should trade them for others. There's a town nearby.
No. No word of the eagle may have reached there ahead of us. We'd best press on.
Hound has their scent, and their horses are lame. Hiya! Whoa!
3 more days. 3 more days now, Vom, I reckon. We should reach the wall.
Aye, we've made good speed. We're gonna have to get rid of the horses soon. Take to the heather on foot.
I wish to be as far south as possible before that day comes.
The hunt is up with a vengeance.
Down on the stream! We might have a chance!
Gone after the horses.
And without our weight, they'll run like the wind. For a while.
Till they run them down. Then the hunt will be back to look for us.
We'll stick with this stream for a bit. Break the trail. It aches.
Intolerably. Now I know what Gwern meant. Now I know what it means to be hunted. How far is it to the nearest guard post on the wall?
At least 2 full days' march. And we'll be marching on empty stomachs, since we can't stop to trap as we go. Oh, it's bad what little food we had has gone with the horses.
I know. I feel sad about the horses. I've grown quite fond of them.
No harm will come to them. Hunting dogs are trained to bring to bay, not to kill until the word is given.
With us, the word would have been given.
Aye.
No food. At least I remembered to take the eagle. We daren't rest here. We're bound to find the place where we went into the water.
I think they already have.
Like me yesterday, I kissed a girl at Clusium before I marched away. A long march, and 20 years in store, when I left my girl in Clusium beside the threshing floor.
Well met, Gwern the hunter.
Well met, Demetrius of Alexandria.
Gwern, we need your help.
Just as soon as I've tethered my cow securely, ill luck to her, she's forever straying.
Her straying has stood us in good stead tonight.
I've heard of your plight. You brought away the eagle and Epidai are after you. They went by at sunset. Now that Amnoni and my own tribe are joining spears with them.
We want food and a false trail if you can provide them.
Well, food's easily managed, but you'll need more than a false trail to get you to the wall in one piece. Every pass to the south will be guarded by now. And there's but one way known to me that's likely to be left open.
Tell us how to find it.
Telling isn't enough. It's death without a guide. That's why the tribesmen won't trouble to guard it.
And you know the way?
Yes, I know the way. I'll take you.
But how if you are missed from your own place and anything to wonder where you are?
I won't be. There will be many out hunting over the next few days. And if any come upon us together, I can always knife you and claim the honor of being the first spear among the hunters.
It's a pleasant thought.
From now on, we must go behind one another. Follow me exactly and do not halt for so long as a heartbeat. Even on the secret way, the ground is soft. Do as I and you will cross safely. Disobey me, and you'll sink.
Understood.
Brought you as far as I can. Every man to his own hunting ground. Now on, the land is strange to me.
You've brought us clear through the guard of our enemies, Gwern. From now on, we can fend for ourselves.
They may be searching those hills also. So travel by night and lie by day. If you don't go astray or fall into the hands of the tribesmen, you should reach the wall sometime in the second night from now.
You have our thanks, Gwern.
Before our trails divide, it is in my heart that I would see the eagle again. It was my eagle once.
It has lost its wings.
So I've seen the eagle once more. Maybe I shall never look upon a Roman face again. It's time you were on your way.
Come with us.
My welcome might be an overwarm one. I have no yearning after death by stoning.
What you've done would alter that. We owe our lives to you, and if we get the eagle back to its own place, you'll have had a hand in that.
I'm of the Selgove. I have a woman of the tribe to wife, and she's a good wife. I have sons born into the tribe, and my life is here. If ever I was something else or my life was elsewhere, all that lies in another world, and the men I knew have forgotten me. There is no way back through the waters of Lethe.
Then good hunting to you on your own trails.
I wish us well between here and the wall.
I wish you well, and I will wish myself with you. If you win through, I will hear of it and be glad.
Light of the sun be with you, Centurion.
He'll hear if we come out of this with our lives. But we'll never hear if he does.
I wish he'd chosen to come with us.
There is no way back through the waters of Lethe.
No, he was right.
It's as Gwern said. They're searching these hills, too.
How far have we got to go by your reckoning?
It's hard to judge, but by the fall of the land, I'd say 12, 14 miles.
As far as that? Been a slow 2 days traveling since we left Gwern. My legs stiffened. may not support me much longer.
Well, then perhaps we'd better abandon traveling only by night. Push on as best we can.
14 miles. It's a long march, Esca.
We'd do well to find ourselves a foxhole for the night. That brock would do.
It's not a brock, Esca. It's a Roman signal tower. It's an obvious place to hide. Too obvious.
Maybe the hunters have searched it already. At the worst, it would give us a chance to put up some sort of a fight.
Up there, to the roof.
Outside whereabouts.
Here.
Three men heading this way. They may not think to search this place.
They will search this place. The Raven has made sure of that.
Aye. I believe they will.
I suppose I should feel guilty about you, Esca. For me, there was always the eagle. What had you to win in all this?
I've once again been a free man. Among free men. I've shared the hunting with my brother. And it's been a good hunting.
It has been a good hunting. A good hunting. And now I think it has ended.
Still only three.
Don't choose your knife unless you have to. There may be more useless alive than dead. Only three. That was a mistake.
We sought to be the first spear, lest a lowland tribe claim the eagle for its own.
It was brave, but foolish.
Maybe. There will be others here soon.
When they come, you will tell them that we aren't here.
And why should I do it? Because of that.
No. Because when the first of them sets foot on the stair, I will send the eagle into the tarn at the foot of the tower. We're still a long way from the wall. And you will have other chances of regaining the eagle. You and the others of the hunt. But if we die here, you will lose whatever chance you have.
Closing in.
Choose, Leothan. The water is deep. You will never recover the eagle.
They're not here. Try the woods. They must have slipped through. They'll likely have bolted that way. It was well done, was it not?
Truly, it was well done. Keep your head down. Out! Leave the gag for the moment, Esca. See to the ponies. We'll need them later.
Why did you come among us to steal the winged god?
I came to take back, not to steal, for it was never yours. It was the eagle of my father's legion. The eagle of the 9th.
So, my grandfather was right. He said you were the son of the Red Crest chieftain who died under its wings. We didn't believe him until Galt the fisherman found your ring brooch by the water's edge.
And your grandfather sent you to kill us.
He said, kill him if you can, but also give him his father's ring, for he is his father's son in more than blood. We'll find it on a thong around my neck.
If we had fallen to your spears, how then would you have carried out to do his bidding?
You should have had the ring to take with you, as a man takes his weapons and his favorite hound when he dies.
I see. When you get back to your own place, thank Tredui for the gift of my father's ring.
Marcus, the ponies are ready.
Your sword brethren will return before long. But just to be sure, I will leave word that you are still here when we've reached the wall.
Open up in Caesar's name! Who demands entrance in Caesar's name?
Two who have urgent business with the commander and would like to keep whole skins.
Open up!
Now then, what's all this about? Marcus Flavius Aquila, former perilous prior centurion of the 4th Gaulish Auxiliaries, the 2nd Legion.
What in the name of thunder brings you here, sir?
We have brought back the Hispania's lost eagle.
Is it you?
Yes. We have come home, Stephanos.
Master, come quickly! They're alive! They're back!
How goes it with you, sir?
It goes the better for seeing you safely home again. What news? resting, Marcus?
No, I've been feeding Cub. What have you done to him, Uncle? He's nothing but skin and bone.
We've done nothing to Cub. Since you left, he's refused food from any but Kocha. And since her going, he's preferred to starve.
Did she leave no word for me at all?
No, well, not word exactly. She did seem a little upset that she'd had no word from you. She came to me in a fine, flaming passion the day she went away to bring back your bracelet.
Didn't you tell her about keeping it in case I didn't return?
I did not. Some things are better left unsaid until the need comes for saying them. I did tell her that since you'd left it in her charge, it seemed to me best that she should keep it until the spring when she returns and could give it into your own hands. I also promised to tell you that she will guard it well through the winter. She's a vixen, that little one, but a faithful vixen. And the spring's not far away.
Sad that the Lady Courtier isn't here in Calais to greet us.
Yes. Aunt Valeria's taken the whole household to Aquasulis for the winter. Still, we are fortunate that the legate Claudius is still here. He's just about to return to Rome. You should try to remember every detail of our journey. I'm sure he'll want to question us closely.
I think I will not go to your uncle's study. It's a matter between the three of you.
It's a matter between the four of us. Esca, what maggots got into your head?
I should not go to your uncle's private sanctum. I've been a slave in his house.
You're not a slave now.
Oh. I'm your free man now. When I was in the north, I knew I was free. The hound slipped from the leash. But now we've come back.
Esca, listen to me. Are you going to live the whole of your life as if you'd just taken a whipping and you couldn't forget it? You don't like being a freed man. I don't like being a lame man. It makes two of us. The only thing that we can do about it is to learn to bear our scars lightly.
I will come to the study.
So the rumor was true. You've done well, both of you. Thanks to you, a weapon which might one day have been used against the Empire will never be so used. I salute two very courageous lunatics.
And the Legion?
No, I'm sorry.
Sir, there were upward of 3 cohorts who were not with the Legion when it marched north. Many legions have been reformed from fewer survivors than that. If the Eagle was still in Roman hands, surely the men...
Those cohorts were disbanded 12 years ago and distributed among other legions of the Empire. By now, more than half of those men may have finished their military service. And if they have not, they will have changed their allegiance to new Eagles long ago. On your own showing, the name and number of the 9th Hispana is no heritage for a new legion to carry. It is better that it be forgotten.
But what of their last stand that Marcus has just told us about? The way his father fought for the Eagle till the end. Isn't that a heritage fit for any legion?
The conduct of a few score men cannot counterbalance the conduct of a whole legion. You must see that, Aquila, even though one of them was your own brother. However, if you wish it, I will lay the whole matter before the Senate. But I have no doubt about their verdict.
I've come to return your bracelet to you.
Thank you for looking after it for me. Did you like Aquasulis?
No. I hated every moment of Aquasulis. I never wanted to go there in the first place. I wanted to wait here for you. And all winter I had no word from you.
And do you know why?
Yes, I've been told. Now that I am here, you don't seem at all glad to see me.
Oh, I am glad, Kotia. You don't know how glad I am.
Yes, I believe you are now. Why were you not a moment ago?
Because I didn't recognize you. You've grown up.
Oh. What will you do now you're well again? Return to the legions?
No. I'd do well enough in a skirmish, maybe, but I couldn't march my cohort at 20 miles a day, and I'd certainly be no use in the parade ground.
If you cannot go back to the legions, what will you do?
I'm not quite sure.
Perhaps you'll go home. Yes, you'll go home and take Esca and Cub with you.
I don't know. Truly, I don't know.
Take me too. Wherever you go. They'll build a city wall round here soon, and you couldn't leave me in a cage. You couldn't. Marcus, take me too.
Even if it were to Rome?
Yes. Yes, anywhere at all, if only it's with you.
Oh, Kotia, my heart. It's no use. I possess nothing in the world. I don't even have a trade to my hands. How could I take you with me?
Marcus! We have visitors. The legate has returned.
Come with me now.
And the Senate decrees, in just recognition for service to the state, which is nonetheless real, though it must remain unpublished, that the freedman Esca Macunaval be granted full citizenship.
What does it mean?
What it says. You are a Roman citizen.
And for the same service, Marcus, you are awarded the gratuity which would normally be given after 25 years' service to a cohort centurion, paid in the old style, part sesterces, part land. According to established custom, the land grant will be paid to you here in Britain, being the province of your last military service. But it should be possible to make an exchange for land in Etruria, if you so wish.
I can go home.
Trust the Senate to pay their debts in the old style. Land and money. As much land and as little money as may be. It comes cheaper that way.
Also 1 Roman citizenship.
Which is a thing apart from price, though again not costly in the giving. But my congratulations to you both. It's not everyone for whom my friend Claudius would sweat, as he must have sweated, to drag justice out of the Senate.
I thank you, sir. Esca, this is a new beginning.
I imagine you could be in Etruria in the autumn.
I shan't be going back to Etruria, Uncle. I shall take my land here in Britain, not Rome, after all. You did say anywhere, didn't you, Katya?
Yes.
Oh, now I suppose I'll have to arrange matters with Kaiser and the Lady Valaria. Jupiter, why did I never realize how peaceful life was until you came?
Did you think I'd be away back to Clusium on the first tide?
Well, if you had applied for that land exchange, I believe I might have been a little lonely.
Sir, there was one other matter. The Legion.
It was as I predicted. I'm sorry. There will never be a 9th Legion again.
The Senate
has ruled. Tell me, how many people know that the Eagle has been brought back?
South of the wall, but a handful. The rumors may come down from the north, of course.
If they do, I think they will probably die like the earlier ones.
What do you suggest becomes of the Eagle?
Give it honorable burial.
Where?
Why not here in Caleva? 5 roads meet here. The legions are forever passing by. As long as Rome lasts, the eagles will pass and repass under the walls of Caleva. What better place for it to lie?
When I had this house built, there was unrest hereabouts. I had a small hiding place made under the floor of the shrine to take my papers and so forth in case of further trouble. Let it lie there.
Here lies the eagle of the 9th, the Hispana. It found honor in many wars, against foes abroad and rebellion at home. Shame came to it. But in the end, it was honorably held until the last of those who held it had died beneath its wings. Let it lie forgotten.
It has been a good hunting.
That was the final episode of The Eagle of the 9th. Tomorrow night at 6:30, join us for Noah's Castle.